Welcome back to What's Hot, What's Not, CRE. It's Wednesday, April 8th, 2026, and today we're tracking the 10-year Treasury and what it signals for commercial real estate. Let's get into the numbers. First, what's hot? The 10-year eased to 4.25% today, down 8 basis points from yesterday's 4.33%. We're now sitting right in the sweet spot, that 4.0 to 4.25% range, where cap rate spreads work and deals start to pencil. CMBS spreads are tightening. Agency CMBS spreads compressed by roughly 15 basis points in early 2026. Ginnie Mae 223F spreads hit their tightest levels since May 2022. Commercial mortgage rates are starting at 5.36% as of April 7th. Low leverage spreads are tightening into the 115 to 125 basis point range. Lenders are competing again. Banks are easing underwriting standards for the first time since rate hikes began in 2022. Life insurance companies are increasing allocations and actively seeking to place capital. Multifamily, industrial, and grocery-anchored retail are the favored asset classes. Transaction volume is stabilizing. Q1 2026 is projected to exceed $66 billion across the 4 major asset classes, a marginal improvement over Q1 2025. Office and industrial emerged as pace leaders. The Southeast outperformed all regions with a 26% increase in transaction dollar volume. Now for what's not. Rate cut expectations are fading. The Fed held steady at 3.5 to 3.75% for the second consecutive meeting in March. CME FedWatch shows only a 27.5% probability of a cut in December 2026. JP Morgan forecasts no cuts this year and a possible hike in Q3 2027. Goldman Sachs still expects 2 cuts, but they're in the minority. Inflation remains sticky. CPI core inflation is projected at 3.1% for year-end 2026. PCE core at 2.9%. The Fed's 2% target is still out of reach. Tariffs, fiscal deficits, and elevated energy prices are keeping upward pressure on prices. Refinancing pressure is real. An estimated $875 billion in commercial real estate loans mature in 2026. Borrowers who financed at 3 to 4% are now facing refinancing rates of 6 to 8%. That's a 200 to 400 basis point jump, and it's compressing returns. And bid-ask spreads are still wide. Deal velocity remains anemic in some sectors. Investors are in wait-and-see mode. Capital is available, but cautious. So, why does all this matter? The 10-year at 4.25% is constructive for CRE. Every 100 basis point move in the 10-year translates to 41 basis points of cap rate movement for industrial, 75 basis points for multifamily, and 78 for retail. We're in a range where transactions can clear, but we need stability, not just a single-day move. The Fed projecting only 1 cut this year means rates stay higher for longer. Fiscal deficits exceeding 100% of GDP are putting structural upward pressure on yields. Don't expect sub-4% rates anytime soon. So what's the investor takeaway? The 10-year at 4.25% is a green light for selective deployment. Lock in financing while CMBS spreads are tight. Focus on multifamily, industrial, and necessity retail where lenders are competing. But underwrite conservatively. Refinancing risk is real, and rate cuts aren't coming fast. That's your Wednesday rates update. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Visit hotnotcre.com to learn more and subscribe to our newsletter.